Yung tour na binook ko ngayon, I wasn't that happy. Hindi ko na i-mention yung name ng tour guide. Meron pa mga problema sa tour, wag nyo sana itadama ng pangalan ko. Kasi hindi ko ulit na-experience yun. Kasi parang natotoma ako. Morning mga Mondinatics. So for today, dalawa yung tip natin. Going to Jerusalem, then going to Bethlehem. Kung nagra-rush ako, maaga yung bus ko today, around 6:40 a.m. Ayan mga Mondinatics, outfit of the day. Tara na, naghintay na yung bus. That's my bus. Our tour guide started the tour by stating facts about Tel Aviv, its population, and the traffic. He told us about the most popular souvenir in Israel, the Hand of Fatima, which is also known as Hamza. After that, he brought us to this expensive Elvis Presley cafe where they encouraged us to use the toilet, but it costs 1 shekel. The coffee was expensive and they would trick or force you into getting the expensive, coveted mug they are selling. So guys, along the way, may stopover kami sa Elvis Presley Cafe. Napabili ako ng kape kasi yung CR may charge na 1 shekel. Tapos nagulat ako sa kape, nag-order ako ng Americano. Tapos may kasama na siyang cup, pero ang mahal, parang 25 shekels siya. So mag-ingat kayo kung bibili kayo ng coffee, magdala kayo ng spare change para kapag nag-CR kayo. Pero may kasama naman siyang nuts. Meron pa tayong Elvis convenience store. This is the tunnel for New Jerusalem. After that, he continued to explain what are the buildings we can see. For example, hospitals, mosques. The tour was on a Shabbat, a special non-working holiday in Israel, so he was stating the traffic was not that bad.
Do not take picture. Just enjoy it.
We passed through several Jewish and Muslim towns. He told us that most communities with black water tanks are Muslims. And I forgot what was the reason behind it. Sorry.
And the rain end. So on the left side is fertility. On the right side, desert. Desert, as you can see with the
So yan mga Mondinatics, I'm now in the city of Jerusalem.
So we can see inside, but you can definitely see the entrance.
which is definitely in the east, but it's in the west, Jerusalem, because it's under Israel. Now Ali, over here on the right side. The church on the bottom, known also as the Church of All Nations, because some of the buildings over here they are more than 3,000 years. Now you can understand why the mosque on the edge called the mosque on the edge. But for our story, please take a look over here. There are 3 arches. You see these 3 arches? Over here, and the stairs going up. I told to the young boy, Jesus, stay with us all the time.
We are now approaching the city of Bethlehem. Oh, look at that!
That's part of the Herodian Palace that appears from here.
Our first stop is Johnny's souvenir shop. Be careful when you buy there. The sales ladies would tell you they would give you a discount and would give you some free items, but in the end, when you are at the counter, it would all go back to regular price with no freebies. When you exit the shop, there would be some hagglers too who would tell you they are giving you a free gift as a trick and then would ask you to pay for it.
Corners where the Christianity started from here and spread all around the world. So that's meaning that, and also doing the 14-point star, that's symbolizing the birthplace of Jesus, as she showed you.
Tea with mint. My hands are shaking. So guys, ayan, bumili ako ng mga rosary. And then, the more you buy, more discount. Meron akong free na magnet. Avoid shopping here at all costs. I soon found out it is cheaper to buy somewhere else.
That makes everybody spending dollar respecting the birthday.
Mga Mondinatics, papasukin na natin yung Church of Nativity. So dito na panganak si Jesus. The Church of the Nativity, or Basilica of the Nativity, is a basilica located in Bethlehem in West Bank Palestinian borders. The grotto it contains holds a prominent religious significance to Christians of various denominations as the birthplace of Jesus. The grotto is the oldest site continuously used as a place of worship in Christianity, and the basilica is the oldest major church in the Holy Land. Since 2012, the Church of the Nativity is a World Heritage Site and was the first to be listed by UNESCO under Palestine. The holy site, known as the Nativity Grotto, is thought to be the cave in which Jesus was born. The Church of St. Catherine, or Chapel of St. Catherine, is a Catholic religious building located adjacent to the northern part of the Basilica of the Nativity in Bethlehem, in the West Bank, Palestine. It is included in the UNESCO World Heritage List since 2012 as part of the Birthplace of Jesus World Heritage Site. The medieval chapel was built at the alleged site of Jesus' apparition to St. Catherine, where he announced her of her coming martyrdom.
34 years underneath, next to the birthplace of Jesus, doing these kind of translations. Okay, friends, here is the statue of St. George smiling dragon.
Falafel. After our tour in Bethlehem, we returned to Jerusalem.
5 shekel for all of Rosaries. Rosaries 5 shekel. And 2 weeks after the state of Israel established, we lost.
So, we just left Bethlehem. So we're back at Jerusalem.
Welcome to Jerusalem. And it's a very interesting question, but we need to know a little bit. It's a holy city with his son Solomon built the temple over the rock.
The Armenian quarter of Jerusalem is the only quarter of the old city not dedicated to a major world religion. Did you know that Kim Kardashian and Kanye West baptized their daughter in this Armenian church? Their quarter is said to be the oldest living Armenia diaspora community. The Jewish quarter hosts almost 2,000 Jews with a total extension of 0.1 square kilometers. In this district, there are many yeshivas, which are Torah schools for men, and ancient synagogues. We are now at a neighborhood when in the first half of the 19th century, Jews were granted permission to build for the first time a Jewish area of their own. Several wealthy people chose to live in this neighborhood, building their houses. An example is the magnificent Rothschild house. This is called the Cardo, and it was the main road of Jerusalem since the Roman period. This is a menorah, a candelabra with 7 or 9 lights that is used in Jewish worship.
Beside over here, you will see a lot of people that's called the old Mesorbre, and you will see a lot of people as they're walking in. Okay?
We are now on our way to the Western Wall, which is well known as Wailing Wall and Kotel.
Western Wall, if you remember this morning, we saw
It's the main attraction of the Jewish quarter and the whole old city of Jerusalem. The Kotel is the holiest place in Judaism, and it is the remaining part of the courtyard wall which encircled the second temple. We are now walking the Via Dolorosa, the Way of the Cross, or also known as the Way of Suffering. This circuitous route is believed by many to follow the path that Jesus walked, carrying his cross on the way to his crucifixion. If you want to go to all of the stations of the cross, it would be better to do it alone than join a group tour, since the stations are spread all throughout the city. It is also better when you start early in the morning when there are less people around. Be careful because some stations are quite tricky to find. After that solemn walk, our tour guide brought us to a nut and spice shop.
Look at the spices. If anyone likes to try the halva, you have it inside also. Don't start your diet today. Every time that I come over here with my wife, she says, now...
Lasang pulburon. The site of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem is identified as the place both of the crucifixion and the tomb of Jesus of Nazareth. The church has long been a major pilgrimage center for Christians worldwide. Calvary alias Golgotha is one of the most sought-after places to visit in this church. Therefore, it comes without surprise that sometimes visitors need to wait in line here. Calvary is a chapel split in two. One part is Catholic while the other one is Greek Orthodox, and it is supposedly the place of Jesus' crucifixion. We are now on our way to the Stone of Anointing. Basically, this is the first thing you'll see when you enter the church. It is also known as the Stone of Unction. According to a legend, this is the place where Jesus' body was laid before the burial. Many people pray here, and it is also a custom to anoint the stone with oil and then wash it off with a cloth. Edicule is a chapel where the tomb of Jesus itself is located. The chapel again has two rooms, and in one room can be found the angel stone, which was once probably a part of a bigger stone that sealed the tomb. Nandito na ako sa hotel ko, Orchid Tel Aviv. Pakita ko lang sa inyo. Yan, so medyo mas maaliwalas siya. Yun nga lang walang bathtub. Ang ganda ng room. I love it. Hindi siya mukhang motel, joke please. So, syempre, ang ganda ng view, pero sayang, isang araw lang ako. Yan yung view, oh. View ng beach. Kitang-kita naman ninyo, pero hindi ko maabutan yung sunset bukas. Kasi alis ako ng 6:40 a.m. Ang perfect niya. Ito yung mga binili ko. So, I bought some, this is myrrh, frankincense. Dito yung nilalagay natin yung mga incense. Kasi yung charcoal, papasok natin sa loob. Bumili ako ng mga rosary. Pinabless ko ito dun sa church. Tapos meron tayong mga rosary na from olive seeds. Olive tree, yung gamit nila sa kahoy. Tapos meron tayong David's cross. Ayan. Mababa lang. Ito double layer. It symbolizes the Holy Trinity. So with regards sa experience ko sa tour today, so I'll be honest with you guys, yung tour na binook ko ngayon, I wasn't that happy. Kasi ang binook ko Bethlehem, so gusto ko talaga makita yung birthplace ni Jesus Christ. Pero hindi kami nakapunta, as in sobrang na-rush siya. Tapos ang dami naming time para bumili ng souvenir. Alam niyo yun, sana naman inuna na lang pala yung nativity para makita namin, 'di ba? Pero naintindihan ko naman sila. Tapos yung experience ko ng hapon, hindi ko na i-mention yung name ng tour guide. Hindi ko alam, parang meron siyang issue sa akin o may issue siya sa lahi ko na Pilipino. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Pero sabi niya, kapag may mga questions daw, don't be scared. Tanungin ko daw siya. So, tinanong ko siya, bibilisan ako ng myrrh, whatever you call it. Sabi ko sa kanya, what is... Tas bigla, tinignan niya lang ako. Tas after nun, nag-walk away siya. Sabi ko, baka napaparanoid ka lang. Baka naman walang problema. Tapos, nung pagdating ng paalis na kami, sabi ko, baka pagod lang. Baka hindi niya lang ako maintindihan o marinig. So, tinanong ko na naman siya. Sabi ko, Tatan ko sana siya, magtutour ba siya sa Jerusalem ulit? Kasi dalawang binook kong tour. Tinignan niya lang ako, tapos nag-walk away siya. Meron kasing nahuhuling kasama namin na dalawang mag-ina. Medyo may edad na kasi yung nanay niya. Ako, tinay kong kausapin. Tinatanong niya, ako yung mas malapit. Yung isang kasama kong American na sa likod. Sabi ko sa kanya, they're just buying some spices. Tapos as in dinedma niya yung sinabi ko, parang wala siyang narinig. Tapos nakatingin lang siya dun sa Amerikana na ang layo from me. Ako mas malapit sa kanya. Ako, ayoko kasi na, alam niyo yun, I'm very honest with my feelings. I do not want to invalidate how I feel. Kaya nagbigay ako ng review. Tapos after ko magbigay ng review, nasa bus kami, sabi ko sa sarili ko, gagawin ko ba to or hindi? Pero feeling ko kasi dapat kong gawin. Kasi ako guys, mukha akong very friendly extrovert. Pero it takes time for me to become comfortable. Baka mamaya meron akong makatulad na tourist or baka Pilipino rin na katulad ko. Kapag nag-book ng ganun, baka ma-experience yung na-experience ko, di ba? Na parang dinidedma, na parang hindi ka nag-i-exist. Kasi yun yung na-feel ko. Naglagay ako ng review kasi feeling ko hindi tama yun. Tapos nung nagsulat ako ng review, ginamit ko yung Get Your Guide. Nagulat ako, pagdating naman ng Tel Aviv, sabi ang ganyan, please wag ninyong kalimutan na bigyan ako ng review. Meron kayong mga problema sa tour, wag niyo sana idadama yung pangalan ko. So sabi ko, ang immature naman nito, tsaka ang unprofessional. O di, it only proves na guilty talaga siya. Kasi alam niya yun na dalawang beses ako nagtanong sa kanya, ignore niya ako. Pero anyways guys, sana by the time na mag-book kayo ng tour with them, sana hindi niyo ma-experience yung na-experience ko because it wasn't a very pleasant experience. Kasi alam niyo yun, solo traveler ako, naintindihan ko naman na dapat I try to be friendly, ganito ganyan. Pero it's such a huge group na 20 na tao, tapos parang karamihan sa kanila may mga kasama. Tapos syempre, alam niyo yun, nakakahiya rin kasi, tas walang Pilipino, as in mag-isa ko lang na Pilipino. Pero pagdating sa ibang lahi, ang friendly niya. Pero pagdating sa akin, kaya nga nilagay ko sa comment, baka may na-experience siyang masama sa Pilipino. Or baka may naalala siya sa akin, or di niya lang siguro ako feel. Pero di ba dapat trabaho niya na kailangan niyang i-maintain yung professionalism niya? I don't know guys, pero for the tour that I had today, I would have to rate it 2 out of 5. I'll be honest. Pero tingnan natin, kasi nagbook ako ng 5-day na tour. Sana hindi ko ulit na-experience yun. Kasi parang natotoma ako. Kasi I came here to enjoy Israel. Ang lungkot lang na gano'n yung pinagdaanan ko. Pero anyways guys, tomorrow's another day. Punta muna ako na Makto, tulog na. Good night. I'll see you.